GDP, or gross domestic product, is a way to measure how much an economy produces. More precisely, it is the market value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a given period, usually a year. Let's unpack that carefully. Domestic means production inside the country's borders. If a foreign company makes cars in this country, that production counts. If a domestic company produces abroad, it does not. Product means goods and services, things like bread, haircuts, medical care, and new houses. And final is crucial. GDP counts only final goods and services, not inputs used to make them, so we don't double count. Take bread. Wheat is grown, flour is milled, and bread is baked. If we counted wheat, flour, and bread separately, we would overstate production. Instead, GDP counts the final bread, or equivalently, the value added at each stage. The most common way to calculate GDP is the expenditure approach. The idea is simple. Everything produced is ultimately bought by someone. The formula is GDP equals consumption plus investment plus government purchases plus exports minus imports. Consumption is household spending on goods and services, like food, clothes, and haircuts. Investment is spending on new capital, like machines, factories, new homes, and even unsold goods added to inventories. Government purchases are spending on goods and services, like roads or teachers' work, but not transfer payments like pensions. Exports are added because they are produced here and sold abroad. Imports are subtracted because they are produced elsewhere, even though households or firms may buy them. Here's a small example. Suppose households spend $400 on domestic goods and $30 on imported coffee. Firms invest $200 in machines and buildings. The government spends $120 on road repairs. The country exports $40 and imports $30. Consumption is $430, investment is $200, government spending is $120, and net exports are $10. Add them up, and GDP is $760. GDP can also be measured by adding up value added across firms, or by adding up incomes like wages, rent, interest, and profits. These methods give the same total, because spending, production, and income are three views of the same activity. One final distinction matters a lot: nominal versus real GDP. Nominal GDP uses current prices. If prices rise, nominal GDP can increase even if production stays the same. Real GDP adjusts for inflation, using constant prices, so it reflects actual changes in output. In short, GDP tells us how much an economy produces, how fast it is growing, and how large it is. It's powerful, but it's not everything. It measures production, not happiness, inequality, or environmental damage.